Hi folks, this is Lee Murphy, artbyleemurphy.com, and here is yet another project. I needed another project like a moose needed a hat rack, but when I saw this wonderful little thingy for a very cheap price on the Temu, I just figured it was going to go perfect with my tiny camper kitchen. But it's going to need an awful lot of retrofitting to be up to my standards and go fit with everything else. So it's just a fold out little lap desk, and I like the fact that it has ridges around so nothing rolls off, and the legs will fold out, but they have to be modified so they will actually straddle the bunk area and use it like a lap desk on a bed or sitting out in the back of my car, because sometimes I do camp in the Toyota motel. And this is perfect for being able to tailgate, not just camping with my kettle and little miniature kitchen, but it's also great for art supplies. So hopefully I will be able to stitch together another video to show the after. So this is the before, and we'll see what I can do with it. Okay, here is the transformation of my little cheap fold-up table, and I think it's complete, so let me show you what I did. Well, first off, we have an old suitcase handle that I attached to it to make it more portable, and it seems to work pretty well. You can see where I stained it and put 3 layers of polyurethane on it because, first of all, that raw wood was soft and it was light, and any sort of, thanks to the car going by, and just use out in the field, and for what I'm intending it for, I didn't want to get all smudgy and dirty, so the stain covers it, and the water-based polyurethane makes it a little bit more weatherproof. I ended up putting some little brass connectors here to protect it from wear and tear and such. And one thing I would add is I take my little ball peen hammer and smash down these corners because they are sharp. Moving around and using these things, I've learned the hard way that these corners can be a little reach out and get you sort of thing. So flip it over. Once again, right there, bang, boom, back, crash. That's why I put the corners on it. This originally had some white cotton drawer pulls, and even with the process of transforming it, they were all getting all schmutzy and dirty. So I'm like, okay, we put something a little interesting, a little different, that won't show the dirt and the wear, and keep it soft, because moving it around, I didn't want handles to catch on it. And also using these little turn buttons that you use for framing, so the doors, when I was working on it, the doors kept falling out. So we had to fix that, so that was my solution for that. Now back to here. The original stance of these legs was splayed out about this way, and moving around a table like that, I'd already tripped on it a few times. So I ended up adding, try to see if I can close in on here, adding shims to make sure the legs stood up a little straighter, gave me a little extra height, and it narrowed the stance of the table to where I could use it on the bunk of the trailer or in the back of my car and save a lot of space. So, but it also made them more easy to collapse. So what I ended up doing here, try to see if I can get it. I have this camera on a tripod that doesn't want to move. So in here, I have to move this like that. You can see there, you can see where I ended up taking 2 eye hooks and a peg and the same kind of chain that I used on my bamboo brush holder to lock the legs in place when they are open, so they don't inadvertently collapse. And when traveling, when the leg is folded in, the peg is stored right there for traveling, and then it can go in. So get it back here, And then the big reveal is, there we go. Ta-da! The original, there we go, pick up the tripod. The original surface was green felt, which was probably fine for a game table, but it's going to get dirty and stained and just not very easy to maintain, so why not have fun with it? So what I did here is just grab all manner of things that pleased me, found appealing and fun, and just let myself go wild with just putting stuff down there. Didn't matter what it was, just as long as I liked it. And so, once I was done with that, I ended up putting at least 3 coats of more water-based polyurethane on it so I could work on it or use it for camping, and it would be kept a lot more easy to clean and waterproof. So, back to the little turnbuckles here, or turn buttons, whatever you call them. I guess that's what they're called. Anyhow, so then I ended up lining the drawers with something fun as well, just because, why not? It's for me and only me, and it was something I liked, and I cannot wait to be able to use it in the field for, not just in my eventual camper, but it's short enough to fit in the back of my car for a little car camping, glamping, whatever. Painting inside the car on a rainy day, who knows? So hopefully my next video will be of me using it on location and seeing how it works. So anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope that's inspirational for people to go out and do their own thing with their own creativity. So be well.